Hello and brightest blessings, everyone. Welcome to my witchy room, and today I'm going to give you a quick little room tour to show you around what it looks like. I just did some major rearranging and reorganizing and decluttering sesh on my room, and so everything's all different and better and clean. And since I don't really know how long it's going to stay clean because I'm always working, always making stuff, always witching, always crafting and everything. So, while it's nice and pretty, I figured I'd show you guys around and see what I've been up to. So I'll start here at my altar, and I'll give you a quick little zoom in so you can see how it's all decorated. I have it decorated for the autumn equinox. Got all my little things, my candles, my incense. I'm burning some jasmine right now, just to sort of show you what I have going on here. And I think I might have mentioned this in other videos in the past, but I don't usually keep any fresh flowers on my altar other than if I'm drying them, just because normally nothing will survive down here because I have no sunlight, no windows. I'm just in the basement, and so I don't have fresh flowers on my altar unless, like I said, I put them there to dry. So that's why I do it this way, but I like it because then I'm able to, not have to worry about anything dying, and I can reuse everything every year. So that's what it looks like on the top. And then down here, underneath, I have sort of like a meditation / working spell space. I have my Palo Santo and sage over here, and a little old tree incense burner, and a Ganesh, and a bowl of random crystals. This spell plate is for, abundance, prosperity, success, all that stuff. Then I have my protection one with like the God's Eye and some clear quartz and some snowflake obsidian. And then I have my sort of psychic, third eye, intuition, just all that energy going on, spiritual energy. And then this is a bowl for honoring my ancestors. It's got like bones and feathers and fossils, anything that sort of represents like death and rebirth and Hecate and, just ancestor. And then this is like a cloth that it's either an aunt or one of my great grandmothers. Not really sure exactly who made this, but it is one of my ancestors hand stitched it, embroidered it, and everything like that, like a little tea towel, and my little rattle. And then I have this dragonfly that I added. I found it after it had already died, and I attached it to this little shadow box. A painting that is not finished, but I'm still working on, of Hecate. And this painting that I made on a piece of wood to sort of, have something to look at while I meditate, because I don't like looking at like blank walls or anything like that, and I don't want a mirror down here. So I like having this to look at. It's just nice scenery. So yeah, this is where I like to sit and work on my magic or pull some cards or just sit and meditate. And then this is my apothecary type shelf that has all my herbs and spices and incense blends and oils and brews and just all that stuff. And I just relabeled all these over the summer and gave them all brand new labels so that they have some common correspondences on them, just to make it easier for, when I'm looking and searching. And then down here is just more blends, more herbs. I harvested these ones over the summer. I grew the lemon balm, the blackberry, motherwort, snake root, dead nettle. Those were all local harvests that were in my area, you know, and then I just have other stuff like storm water, rainwater, sea salt, black salt, my 4 main incenses, brightest blessing, full moon, new moon, and stardust dreams. And then some resin like myrrh, copal, frankincense, red brick dust, eggshell, crossroads dirt, 9 sacred woods blend, ritual bath salt, and some rose petals, which is actually almost gone, so I need to restock up on the rose petals. And then down here is my essential oils and oil blends for like the elements, and then more spices and more incense blends for like Sabbats and prosperity and stuff. And down here is all my spell oils, magical oils, like road opening, success, deadly flying oil that I made at the beginning of my practice I've had, but I've never opened it. It's probably would kill you. And then protection banishing oil and prosperity oil, which these labels still need to be redone. And then plus all my other like Florida waters and sprays and aromatherapy lotions and stuff like that. And just all my other collections. And then my mortar and pestle, and all these boxes are empty right now except for this one that has my chime spell candles in it. And then down here is my box that has all my other ritual tools when I'm not using them. And this oh, you can't hardly see, this is like a really big cast iron cauldron that a friend gave me. And yeah, so, well, and this used to be the altar that was in the center here when this altar was on this wall. But because I rearranged and moved everything, I'm not using this one right now, or the mirror. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing with it. But for right now, they're just sort of hanging out over here until I find a better location for them. And over here is my bookshelf, as you can see, with all my witchy books and all my tarot decks. Well, just the boxes, really. And then these are all my like work binders and art binders and binders of courses that I've taken, other Book of Shadows and journals and stuff like that. And then all my other just like random book collection, you know, that I have down here. My drum, my broom, and my purple velvet cloak that I wear during ritual sometimes. And then this is like a zodiac wheel dial thing that I made out of a old board game that I had that I didn't really like how it played, but I liked how it looked, and that's kind of why I bought it. It was called Zodiac Clash. It wasn't the best gameplay, but it was really beautiful visually, aesthetically, but I redecorated it and turned it into a working solar wheel where these pieces represent the planets, and you can line them up according to the chart that you're using, and then you can move the wheels so that you can like line up the houses and everything like that. So that was a fun little craft that I made, and I love it, and it just hangs out over here. And then here I have kind of like this area where I keep all my other ritual supplies when they're not like on my altar and I'm not actively using them, but they're the ones that I use the most. So I have like this, well, I have a painting here that I painted, and I put some varnish on it, so that's why it's got like the glare. You can't really see it as well. But here I have my blessed moon water. I have my tea leaf teacup. In this little box here, I have, let's see, I have astro dice, and I also have this neat yes no coin that I picked up off Wish a long time ago. I thought it was cool. It was like $1 or something. And so I keep those in there. And then this is where I hang all my pendulums that I have. I made this one. It's sort of more like an amulet than it's a pendulum, but it's really neat. I like it. And then over here is another like witchy wine glass, stemless wine glass that I like to use as a chalice. Another cauldron that I use for when I'm making like actual brews or something like that. And then my other cast iron cauldron, which is more for like incense and burning stuff. Selenite tower, moon candle, crystal ball, bell, singing bowl, Reiki box with all the names of the people that I do long distance Reiki on. And then in here, this is like my divination box where I keep all my divination tools, like my black scrying mirror, black scrying glass bowl, dowsing rods, runes, things like that. And then over down below is where I have my 2 big Book of Shadows. This is the one that I've done the Book of Shadows flip through with you guys a few times, so you pretty much know what's in here. And then this is volume 2, which is made exactly the same way as this one's, just a little bit different design because paper I used. But this is the one that I'm most likely not going to share with anybody just because it has like more of like my personal rituals and, you know, blessings and stuff like that. So this one's more private but maybe I might do a flip through, but I'd have to cover a lot of stuff in order to share it. And then down here is just like where I always keep my incense and charcoals and stuff. And below, if you can see, is just more jars and plates and bowls and things to be used. And these are like egg rattles. They have rice inside and they've got magical symbols on them made out of plastic Easter eggs for like Ostara. And so yeah, that's this area. And over here, this is just sort of like my inventory station for my shop that I'm currently working on building inventory for. And when I go to like do venues or something like that, I can take this stuff with me. But I got like some sprays and some crystals and some junk journals that I made that are almost completely done, but I still have just a little bit work left that I want to do. They're like almost never done, but one of these days I might do a flip through of them just to show them to you guys, but eventually they will be for sale. And then these are just like spell cards that I've made, or journaling cards, or any reason why you would need a card. They're just like these cute little cards that I've done up and stuff like that. And then down here is some like art prints, and then some no-sew notebooks that I've made, some wand pens, and these are pretty much empty. There's like a backpack in there. These I think I'm going to use for, you know, more inventory or labeling and packaging and stuff like that. They used to have cloth in them, but I moved all the cloth and got them out of there. So now I got more storage for inventory. And then here is sort of like my jewelry rack, display case rack. I actually got this for free when I was working at the dollar store. They used to have wind chimes hanging on them, and they was going to toss it, and I took it home with me. So, yeah, and that's my my box full of candles, and then a bag that I use to carry around supplies when I'm going places. And then, yeah, so this is all my jewelry that I make. And then over here in the Caro cabinet is just more crystals, crystals, and then more crystals and sprays. This is what I use mainly for when I'm like working with clients. I'm doing energy healing or energy healing for myself and stuff like that. And each bag is divided by like chakras or chakra colors, color themes. So it's like orange, red, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, all of them. It's just like all separated into colors. And then down here are some wands that I'm making to sell, but they're not done yet. I still have some work left to do on them that I want to do, but eventually these ones will be also for sale. And then down here is just more little like trinkets and knickknacks that I've collected over the years. Like these are all like mystical creatures or mystical animals or something, like in the little wooden Basset statue. Down here is like all shells and a mermaid and stuff like that, and then just a couple other random things down there. So that's my curio cabinet. And then over here is my craft supply area, which is all like mostly paper and jewelry stuff. Like this is all craft paper, this is all beads and jewelry supplies, paper, florals, stamping, boards, happy planner stuff, more paper, and then just other random boxes full of like random other things. Like this one's got all my candle stuff in it, and then I have like bottles and jars and coloring books because I use coloring books in my junk journals a lot. And then the curtain, the reason why the curtain is here is because it hides this hideous mess from public view. There's more art and craft supplies, but it's also just very messy and disorganized right now. So that's over there. And over here on this side of the room is my office setup space. You know, printer, filing cabinet, all the usual office supplies. You know, my vision board and other board, computer, more pens and markers and stuff. And this is my book that I do all like my Sunday soul set planning or astrology charts and stuff like that. That's all in here. And then over here is all my tarot decks. And this is where I do most of my tarot readings, or if I'm, obviously I got paint. I do a lot of like craft work here as well. This is kind of like my workstation. And then this is just a board that's got like business stuff on there, that projects that I'm working on. And then, you know, so that's why this arm is here. It's either here or it'd be on this table that's in the middle, depending on where I'm sitting, you know. But yeah. Oh, and I just redid these chairs. They're so cute. I painted the wood black, and I reupholstered the seats with this really pretty fabric that I got for a discount. And I used the same fabric on, I actually did 3 chairs. I'll show you the third one. I'll come over here. That's the third chair. They're all really nice wooden chairs. I just sanded them down, repainted them, and then reupholstered them. And I really love them. I love how it turned out because they match, but they don't match. And that's my favorite part. And so, yeah, that's my room. This is what it's looking like now. And I love it because if I need all this open space for when I have a client for like Reiki, or if I just need space for any reason, I can just move the table over there in the corner. And then I have all this open space to do other work in. So yeah, this is great. It's really working out and I love it. And so I hope you all enjoyed looking at my room, and let me know what you think. And I will be seeing you again next time. Bye.